see if anybody comes in tonight. So we got a couple people in the chat room. Say hello to me, so I know who you are. Hoping I can see the comments. So welcome to the live stream. And as you see on the bottom of your screen, we're all about Alzheimer's awareness tonight. And let me know if you can hear me. That it all showed good there a while ago. That I had good audio. But if someone will say hi to me, I want to make sure I can see the see comments in the chat. All righty, yeah, we got 4 in here. Hello, Andy. How are you? Fly fishing. Person I met down on Second Creek this past year. Awesome. Gonna be some big happenings with Alzheimer's awareness down in that Beckley area, Mount Hope area, come the 17th of September. It's the big walk for Cure. So I got people coming in and out, and while you're here, we are here to promote Alzheimer awareness because this is a devastating disease that affects a lot of people in the United States. And hello, Benji. Good to see you too, buddy. Prayers out to you and your family. Yeah, Alzheimer's, devastating disease. It affects people of all kinds, not just here in West Virginia, but nationwide. We'll be every so often we'll spit out some facts about Alzheimer's. We'll show some how to join our team that we're going to walk with in Mount Hope on the 17th of September, and how to donate if you want to. So we'll be doing all that, but we can talk about anything you want, just like we used to. I haven't did a live stream since February 2021. It seems like just like yesterday. So I'm excited about getting back into this. And, typically my live streams are all about the outdoors and fishing and hunting and camping and things like that. But this right here is a devastating disease, and it needs to be talked about. Hey, Junior, what's up, buddy? It's good to see you. And so it's getting to the point where yesterday on Metro News West Virginia Talk Line, Poppy Kurtzville, which usually his talk shows each day is 98% political and about laws and everything like that. But his show was daggone near all about dementia yesterday, and it went viral, and they talked about more today. So that's how crazy this is going. And unfortunately, we need money for research. That's why we do these walks. They're getting ready to start all across the state. I know the New River region that we're in here starts It's on September the 17th. I think in October is when the Charleston Walk is, and to find out where the walk is in your area, just go to the Alzheimer Association of West Virginia, and, and you can find out where your walk is if you want to participate. And we'll talk more about that as we go through the evening. But like I said, we can talk about anything as we usually do. It's just every so often I'm going to break in with facts about Alzheimer's and and uh, and while it's not going to stop, so we need to do something about it. So, football season is just around the corner. Um, it's going to be a very exciting year. We got the backyard brawl coming up next week. Pro football in a few weeks. That's to me the NFL is going to be a toss up. So I mean, we can talk about any of that. I understand. How's it going, Damon? I That was a comment from YouTube. I don't know if y'all could see the YouTube comments um, on both sides, but because we're streaming on Facebook, streaming on my Oaksters Live on Facebook and YouTube all at the same time. And I was trying to do a fourth one, it wouldn't let me. I was trying to be on Twitter also. Try to get the awareness out about Alzheimer's. But before we get into other conversations, just first fact I'm going to bring out here tonight is that half adults over the age of 85 have Alzheimer's. And typically more than 5.4 million Americans may not know they even have this disease. And that's where families probably need to have these hard conversations with their loved ones that they don't want to bring up, because I'm sure that, it's such a terrible disease, but it's probably feels embarrassing to even admit that you may have symptoms of Alzheimer's or dementia. Um, the reason why I'm doing this is that actually my girlfriend Stephanie she is a program director of a dementia unit at a skilled nursing facility in Oak Hill called Mary's Gardens. And we're going to talk a little more about Mary's Gardens here in a bit. It's a 24-bed facility that is nothing but the highest level of dementia in people that you can have. I mean, and I've never met that level of dementia, Alzheimer's. I've been around folks with it, but not like that. And she came to me and said that they've started a team to walk for a cure to end Alzheimer's, and asked me if I'd help with it. And I said, sure. So we're going to be promoting our team here tonight and how to join it if you'd like to, and how to donate to it if you want to. If you feel like donating, you can donate $1, $2, $100, whatever comes, through your heart and what you feel like. If you are on here listening at any point during the night and you suffer from this affliction, either with a family member or yourself, and you want to come on live with me and give your testimony on how tough it is, I'm all for that too. So just let me know if you feel like you want to speak about how devastating this disease is. That would be awesome. So, because the more we make people aware, I mean, this disease is taking over. Another fact here is it's the sixth leading cause of death in America now. It's moved up the list because we've made a lot of strides when it comes to cancer and heart disease and other afflictions that they've been working on. Now we've seen how much Alzheimer's is taking people's lives, because it's done moved up to number 6. So, and it's going to keep moving up if we don't find a way to do something about it. And it takes money to do research, and that's what we're here to help promote. So as we go through the evening, we will talk talk more about this Alzheimer's awareness, but whatever anybody wants to speak up about tonight, we can do that. Um, I'm in Greenbrier County in Wilkesburg, and just one of my lights just went out. So if it got a little dark here, I apologize. But I'm in Lewisburg. I know this is going to be streaming on Facebook, so it's going to be countrywide. I shared this with I don't know how many people. I don't know who all is going to come through. I'm sure it could be a few come through as the evening goes on. It may still be a little early yet for folks because it's still daylight outside, and the time hasn't changed yet, so that it'll probably be a little later for some come in. But I plan on staying on here as long as I need to get this message out, and we may talk off and on throughout the next coming weeks up until the time for our walk. And so expect me to be on for live streams, and we'll start up again the way I was doing every Sunday evening. But now that won't happen on Sunday evenings. It'll probably be evenings during the week. I don't know if it'll be tonight or not. And everybody in the world does a live stream, so I'm bumping heads with some probably some big deal folks out there doing some shows. So it is what it is, and I'm not nationwide for of any site. I'm just a local guy trying to help raise some money for Alzheimer awareness and for a walk. So I see there's my mother. Everybody say hello to my mother. That's Carolyn. Andy Baker that said hi to me in the chat earlier. If he's still here, we met on the fly fishing stream. I meet a lot of awesome people in the springtime when I'm down fly fishing for trout, especially on our fly fishing only streams. So it was nice to meet him. If I remember correctly, tell me wrong, but I think he is moved down here from Pennsylvania. So I'm interested one day to hear his comparisons with our fly fishing with up there, because you hear some wonderful stories about Pennsylvania fly fishing. Benji Earhart, he's a big trout fisherman and a hunter, and knows how to catch them way better than I do. And good old Junior, we all grew up together down here in Caldwell, and it's great to see y'all in here. And if you're in my chat right now, say hi to me if you haven't already commented. So we can say hi back to you and recognize you for coming on and listen to us this evening. So I know I'm in Steeler country, so I'm wondering what Junior thinks of the upcoming, because he's a huge Steeler fan. So is my mother. The upcoming season with some young blood at quarterback coming in, and he's got a veteran Trubisky in there. What his thoughts are? That division, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Baltimore, and Cleveland. Forget the Deshaun Watson story. I mean, he's getting what he deserved. Probably didn't get enough, but everybody's so talented in that conference. They're going to beat up on each other. I think besides, it's going to be tough because whoever wins that division, of course, will be in the playoffs. But if we may beat up on each other so bad, there may not even be a wild card team comes out of that division. That's how tight it is. So. And like I said earlier, if you feel like coming in and want to come live with me, if you got a history with the Alzheimer's awareness, with Alzheimer's, and you want to testify about how you went through that, please do, because everybody needs to be aware of. I'm doing good today, Damon. How you doing? So everybody needs to hear these stories so they know how it's devastating. I imagine, with example, and I've heard some examples in the last couple of days of how devastating this is from folks about how their loving mother don't even know who they are now, or has tells them to get out of my house. I don't. You're a stranger to me. I don't know who you are. Leave. I hate you. To the point where I heard a comment where one person stated that they wanted just to end their life because it got so bad they was hoping that their uh, mother would go ahead and die already because I can't take it no more. And when they thought about what they said, they almost took their own life. So that's how hard this is. So if it's something you may be interested in, I'm going to share my screen with here. This is the page that of the team that I am on, and it's called Mary's Gardens. And like I said earlier, Mary's Gardens is a dementia unit at a skilled nursing facility in Oak Hill that my girlfriend is program director of, and through Genesis Healthcare, one of the top been rated one of the top two dementia units in the state of West Virginia. So if you have a family member that's needing an awesome place to go live and be taken care of well, man, it's one of the nicest places you could ever visit. Even though there is 24 the highest level of dementia you could ever meet, they're well taken care of. So always remember Mary's Gardens. But if you want to join our team and come walk with us on the 17th in Mount Hope, I'll put up a link on the bottom of the page here in a minute that you can copy and paste. If it's not clickable, you can come join our team. You see the button right there that you can come join our team. And here's the donate to our team. And what that means is that we have set a goal of $2,000 to raise by the time we walk. And so that's what that means to donate to our team. It's not that all proceeds, all donations go to the walk to end Alzheimer's and for research for a cure. Uh, it's tough to understand what causes all this. There's a lot of unanswered questions out there, even with the smartest scientists and doctors in the world trying to figure this out. But to continue for them to continue to research, to continue to do their studies to find out how to slow this down, maybe some preventative measures. They need money, and unfortunately, money turns all the wheels, and be able to do that. So that's why that we're here tonight to try to do a little fundraising and clear these little notifications off here. But to do some fundraising and to do our part because like I said, it's devastating. And I'm going to remove that for right now. We'll bring it back up, but I'm going to drop the link at the bottom of the page here. And I don't know if that in the chat room, if that's something you can click on and go there right away, but you can copy and paste, and we'll bring up the Mary's Gardens page again. Through the night, just in case you would like to join and can walk with us. And Junior, I understand about your quarterbacks for the Steelers, but I like Travis. I like that quarterback. I like the Kenny Pickett. Looks like he's going to be all right, but I think he's a year away. A lot of people show out in a preseason game because you're not playing against regulars, but they look good. And but I have a feeling in my gut that the Steelers team is going to play solid. I think their defense is going to keep them in ball games, and they're going to be a worrisome team to play on any given Sunday. So it's not going to be no easy outs. I think they'll grind the ball. You'll see if they can stay healthy. You're going to see a running attack. It's going to probably remind you of back in the day with the bus, and a little bit in ground and pound. I think you'll see some fullback stuff for a lot of H back with the tight end um, in Pittsburgh, because that can work. It's old school football, but it'll work, and I think it'll work. And it'll be a real good fit for the Steelers to do that until their quarterbacks develop, and where they can don't mind to line them back up and gun. I don't see they need to be throwing it 30, 40 times a game like they used to, because I don't think they'll need to, because they got a solid line on both sides. So I think it'll be all right. I think you'll be quite surprised. Nobody's talking about them, so that's a good thing too. So uh, I think it'll be, of course, my team Cincinnati, as everybody probably knows, and we shocked the world by being in the Super Bowl, and doggone should have won it. But that's the way it was the last two times in the Super Bowl. We had shots in it, so for 3-and-out, we're kind of doing the Buffalo Bill thing, just not right in a row. So I guess it don't seem as bad. But they did go out and get some good quality, almost Pro Bowl style offensive linemen, because Burrow cannot be sacked 7, 8 times a game. He'll get hurt, and that'll be the end of that. So they brought them in, and if they can still run the football and protect that quarterback, it'll be hard to guard. But we'll all see. I think somebody's going to come out of the pack somewhere that we don't expect, like this past time, and break a lot of hearts around the National Football League. So back another fact about Alzheimer's. The incidence of Alzheimer's, so when we see it happening, is about, by research, it's like every 65 seconds, someone's diagnosed with Alzheimer's now. And if we don't do something about it and do our part, I think it says here that by the time the 2050, it'll be every 33 seconds, someone's going to be diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And we need to do something now before that. That is, it's another, 28 years from now. We need to do something within the next 5 years to slow this down. If not, it's going to get out of control. And it's going to be a whole new world of facilities being built out there just for Alzheimer's and dementia. And, Alzheimer's is a disease. Dementia is the symptoms. And there's so many levels of that. It is unreal. Imagine not remembering how to walk, even though you're perfectly able to. But you don't remember how to do it. Don't remember how to move your legs. That goes on, folks. It does. Imagine, in the facility at Mary's Gardens that my girlfriend runs, one of the things is that we remind these folks it's time to eat, or they wouldn't eat. They don't even think about that. So it is unreal. They forget how to talk, forget when to eat, forget how to walk. And it's awful. So we need to do what we can do, and that's why they hold these events and hold and try to do fundraising, because to have this walk to help the world be aware of this terrible disease that is affecting so many lives. It unreal how many people. Another fact, that live with Alzheimer's, that has Alzheimer's, who live alone. All they have is a caregiver comes in for every so often, and I forget how many that is. If I could find that fact, 80% of Alzheimer's and dementia care is in the person's home. It's not even in skilled nursing facilities. I mean, we and most of these, and 11 million people with Alzheimer's are women, and most of our caregivers are women. And And it's just tough out there. Something that you might not know is that people who work with people with Alzheimer's at that level, um, it's the difficulty in the communication and not understanding, and it's so tough, because you're so worried about these folks when you're working with them. It's causing our caregivers, to have increased likelihood of depression, emotional stress, financial problems among caregivers. But this communication difficulties, it is unreal, and the cost to for healthcare for long-term services for Alzheimer's is right at $277 billion, and it ain't enough. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's not enough. So, um, so we walk, and who all does these walk-ins? I'm going to share some neat little sayings and posters here, um, about why do we walk and who do we walk. So, I'm going to pull this up. Some people say I walk in support of a world without Alzheimer's and dementia. Wouldn't that be awesome if we could do that? Let's see here. I'm scrolling on the wrong page. Here is I walk because I care for someone living with Alzheimer's. So we have a lot of caregivers that, and I see that, Junior. That see right there is a testimony there about um, his mother-in-law. She, they go visit her, but they don't know, she don't know who they are. I mean, and it's I don't know how you how that feels, because I haven't been through that. It's got to be terrible, that feeling. But we have a lot of our walkers who are caregivers who come walk for someone who's living with Alzheimer's. We even have people who walk who has Alzheimer's. I walk because I'm living with Alzheimer's, and these folks are just bless your hearts for getting out there and doing that, because they're in the early stages of onset. But if we can't find some way to help them with this, soon they won't remember how to walk to do this. That's how sad it can be. I walk because I'm living with dementia. I mean, like I said yesterday, Hoppy Kurtzville did almost a whole show just on dementia, and the messages he got from people out there in the state, thanking him for bringing this awareness up to the whole state yesterday and today. And that's what makes this show for me, hearing that, and then me following up with fist. Now I won't have an audience like he has, but anybody we can reach and get out to is something right there. Some reason, let me get that off there. Some people walk because I lost someone to Alzheimer's. Like I said, it's the sixth leading cause of death in the United States now. So, if you feel like that you want to help, you want to come join a fun team and come walk with us, that would be just amazing. Let me bring back up the Mary's Garden page so you can recognize that. But it's been a while since I've done live streaming. I had to remember how to do all this. But as you see, you get, when you go to the Alzheimer's Association page, go to the Alzheimer's Association page, New River region, and you'll see that the word teams. You click on that, you'll say search for teams. You'll search for Mary's Gardens, and that's with an apostrophe S. I'm going to type that in here. And I'm not sure if that even showed up when I did that, but Mary's Gardens, as you see with the apostrophe S, and it'll bring this page right up, and you can join our team and meet with us on the 17th if you like. Or you can, if you can't make it to that, you can donate. Uh, do a personal donation through our team, and then definitely we'll get, it goes to the right place, and to help toward research um, for that. And like my mom there, she stated that she worked with Alzheimer's and dementia at the nursing home. Um, uh, I work for a company called Public Partnerships through Medicaid waiver program, and we have an age and disabled waiver program for people who want to self-direct. And we have Alzheimer's and dementia uh, participants there. The great thing about the age and disabled waiver program is they get to stay at home, and they have their family members who's been always taking care of them now, who they can't, they're not able to work a regular job because of the level of care for the loved one. Now can be reimbursed by Medicaid and make a living taking care of the loved ones. And I know that that's a sore subject with some folks, but think about that you can't leave your loved one who needs that level of care alone at home, because they're not going to survive. So what this program does, it allows you to be able to, if you qualify, to self-direct your own services and sort of run your own business. And you can hire your daughter, your son, your sister, your brother to take care of you, and they can leave a normal job and get paid working with you. So that is an awesome program. Also, if you're looking for a place to, and this is always tough and hard, but with Alzheimer's, if you know there's a place where they're going to get quality support and being taken care of, Mary's Gardens at Genesis Healthcare in Oak Hill, part of the Hidden Valley Center, um, is an awesome place to take your loved one, because they'll be taken care of, they'll get fed, they'll get taken care of with physical hygiene, all that stuff. They will have good support, and and a lot of times they may have their own room by themselves if necessary. So that's something else you can think about. But I'm gonna put the link back up here uh, that you can go to reach this page here. Um, Come join our team. We'd love to have you come walk with us. It's going to be a fun time. It's always a positive thing when you go to these walks. People are chanting and cheering and clapping and helping the world be aware of how hard this is on families. So we'd love to have you come with us. We're going to be promoting uh, this all the way up till the 17th of September. If you live in other regions, you can go to the Alzheimer's Association West Virginia page, and you can find out where your walks are taking place if you want to be part of those and join a team there. So, I felt like after I found out that they was doing this, that this is one of something I used to do, and I before with live streams, and I would thought, I used to do this before. Why not? Why not use this platform to get awareness out there across the country? And because we are streaming live, I do not have the following as a lot of folks, a lot of the bigger internet. I forget what they call them. Influencers, I guess, out there that's following it could be really, um, really making it Alzheimer awareness a big thing with their platforms, and I hope maybe some may be coming through seeing this. They might want to do that, because some of them people's got 1 million followers, and in their chat rooms, 5, 6, 700 people in at a time. So I wish we had that tonight. Could really get that out here, but hey, I'm doing what I can do, and here in a little while, uh, I'm part of a fishing company called Monster Bass, And they have helped me, and they don't realize this, but they have helped me find a way to help raise funds um, to help find a cure. So we're going to get into that here in a little bit, what I'm going to do there. And it, not in any way was I using their company, trying to promote them. I guess I will be in a sort of way that's unintentional. And if there any of them listening, then sorry, but this is about Alzheimer's tonight. But they have gave me a way to help raise funds, and we'll get in that here in just a few minutes. So if you're in the chat room but you hadn't said hello yet, please say hello so we can and say howdy to you and recognize you and thank you for stopping by because it is sure appreciated. And hopefully as the evening goes by, more people will show up. And I wish I didn't have time to really prepare for this, where I'd have some videos about dementia, and Alzheimer's, but we'll have that as we go on to for 17. It'll sort of be our 20-some day kind of a telephone deal, and but we can get into other things also. So I'm gonna leave the I have my it's my purple shirt. It is purple. I promise. That is the color of Alzheimer's. So of the association, the color purple. It kind of looks more like a blue in the picture, but I promise you, it is it is purple. Junior, when you talk about starting Kenny Pickett, I kind of get where you're at, and I think that's excitement about having a top 10 pick or first round pick quarterback who was, I think, third or fourth maybe in the Heisman vote. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But he looks like he's talented. But I worry about him maybe getting into a little bit of a mess like a quarterback for the Bears did last year. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about that. But that's the guy they brought in there. He is he's a good, solid backup quarterback in this National Football League, but I think he'll do well till Kenny comes along. He was outstanding his first year or so in the league, and he was outstanding in college. So I think he's got it in him. I think to lead that team, and he don't need to do anything but just run that team. I mean, he don't have to run all over the place like a deer because he can't anyway, and he don't have to try to be the hero. He's got a team around him. I mean, they're professional athletes for a reason. They're on those teams for a reason. So I think they will do all right. I'm a little high on them, and I know that people's like, what, really? They got talent. Guys that left that team, because they was miffed or they shouldn't have left. They should have stuck around. Hello, Lottie Morgan. How are you doing? It's good to see you. I see all your posts from the fairgrounds with them blue ribbons. And my mom's in here too, so say hello to her. Lottie Morgan is an awesome lady. Worked with her for quite a while, and just a great all around person. You can't meet a better person than Lottie Morgan. And she grows some beautiful gardens, and she wins a lot of blue ribbons at the fair. And the thing I miss coming up the holidays when I come into work and there's and her cookies and fudge and all that stuff on the table. I work from home now, so that's not going to happen. But anyway, Lottie, thank you for coming in and being on here. I appreciate that. It's good to see you. All right. So we got some people popping in and out, coming in around as. Yeah, Junior. I believe you're right. If he was on a solid team, I thought that that before Winston went down to New Orleans, I thought that's where Mitchell was going to end up because he'd have been a good quarterback for them because they got a solid team and a defense to keep them in ball games. Um, so but when you got Pittsburgh, got T.J. Watt and some of them other guys they got on defense. I hated that they lost the other guy. That was a sack man. I think he did, if I remember correct. But that T.J. Watt, I was surprised to see him in the preseason game the other night, and he got a sack. So I mean, and I'd say that was all he played. He did what he needed to do. So guys, we're 40 minutes in, and I could tell already that I've missed doing this from before. And we got, and we're on here fighting for a cause tonight. If you just come in the chat room, we are talking about Alzheimer's awareness and the walks that's in my local area and across the state of West Virginia, and not only in the state of West Virginia but all across the country. Walks are getting ready to take place, and awareness needs to be had everywhere. Needs to be given out everywhere that we live, no matter where that is, because this disease sneaks up on people. It is a terrible, terrible, devastating disease, not only for the person to have it, but it wrecks families. It's awful. So, if you want to, come join us for the walk down to Mount Hope on the 17th. That would be awesome. We'd love to have you. They have a fun group and have a good time with putting the word out. That would be great. If you can't make it and you feel like in your heart you'd like to donate a little bit, go to that link right there you see on the screen that takes us to our team page at Mary's Gardens. And my girlfriend Stephanie, she is the captain of that team. And I tell you right now, she's my girlfriend, but she's the reason why that unit, that dementia unit at Mary's Garden is the best in the state. She works so hard and so determined to make sure that is why that happens. And I just sit back and watch it and sit amazed and blessed and lucky that she's in my life. So, but this link right here will take you to the Mary's Garden page. You'll see a button there to join our team or a button to donate. Either way, would be so much appreciated. Because this walk to end Alzheimer's and to help find a cure, it takes money to have research. I mean, you hear about it in other telethons with other diseases, but it does. It takes money, to have research and be able to have the supplies and the things they need to help end this. And it's going to be a long, long fight. It's going to get worse before it gets better. It's just the way it is with all things. But we need the awareness to be out there. We need the tough conversations in family to happen. If you think that your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather, your aunt or uncle, whatever, thank you, Junior. I appreciate that. That's awesome. If you think that you're seeing symptoms of that, don't be afraid to have that conversation. They may get a little upset with you at the beginning, but if it is true and they are having that and that is a true diagnosis for them, they'll appreciate that you did. Now, I think that there's no way just because you're catching it early right at this time that we're going to be able to cure it. Well, we might be able to put things in place to make this transition a lot smoother. I was thinking about tons of things we could do to help them when they start to forget maybe where things are at. We can have photos on the wall or whatever. I'm just rambling about that, but things like that there is experts out there that do for other folks who are in that situations to help them learn. People who are nonverbal, people, and sometimes people with Alzheimer's become nonverbal because they forget how to speak. They hear it in their brain, but it's not coming out, and it's just devastating. So click on that link and come join us. It would be awesome. Come join us. If you are sitting back in the chat room and you hadn't said hi to us, I didn't know Pamela Miller was in here, Junior. But I didn't realize that. But if you're sitting in our chat room and you hadn't said hi to us, say hi to us. We'd love to say hello and know who all comes by. And it'd be great to see you guys. If if you don't mind, if you can share that this chat is going on your Facebook page, send it out to your feed. We would appreciate that too. We're out here tonight just to make sure people are aware of the intensity, and it is just that this is happening at. I mean, sometimes I get lost for words on how to explain this, but it is just, it's estimated 800,000 people live alone who have this disease and have, we talked about this a minute ago, has a caretaker that comes in for a little while each day, but they're alone for most of their day. I mean, it is just, I mean, 15% of these people identify that they don't have caregivers and they're at a great risk. I mean, it's just unreal what this is about. I don't think you can fully understand the devastation. I really don't. It's, if you did, I mean, I think if everybody understood truly the devastation this causes, I think we'd all be walking. I think there'd be so many people in the Mount Hope and Charleston and all these walks that they'd have to have a whole, police escort for their walk. Because if you truly understood it and seen it, how devastating it is. Jennings Road. And I apologize for the phone ringing. Let me turn that down. People call me for work. I work at home, and they know I get off at 5 o'clock. They still call me after that, but typically I still answer them because they're needing help and stuff. So I mean, if anybody has a testimony that want to come here on live or want to put something out there in the chat room for others to see, what you might be through, had been through, about how tough it was with a loved one that maybe that you struggled with. I haven't had a family member, but I've worked with people in the IDD world, and that's that's people with intellectual developmental disabilities who had the onset of Alzheimer's, dementia, and with IDD, it made it worse. So I've had a couple pass away from that because of the having it along with IDD. So it was tough. Lottie knows exactly what I'm talking about with the IDD world and the waiver world, because she works in it. I don't know if she still does or not, but she worked in that for a long time with us. So she knows exactly, if she's still in the chat room, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. And it was tough. I mean, you get close to folks, and next thing you know, they're gone to this dreaded disease. I mowed her grass for an awesome lady a few times. Knew her family well, but she made it through her 90s, and with Alzheimer's and dementia at a pretty high level before it took her, because it deteriorates. The brain deteriorates, and it causes other things to happen. Infections, dehydrations of the body. It's just crazy what this disease does. There you go, Junior. And I love hearing that. That's awesome. And that's divine intervention right there. The reason why she remembers that, and definitely is. So that's very pleasant thing to hear when we talk about this devastation of Alzheimer's. And like I said a minute ago, if you are sitting in the chat room, you hadn't said hello to us yet, please do. so we can say hello back to you. I loved seeing people pop in. I haven't got to talk to in a long time. Uh, I typically not out in the community too much, except for when I need to go to the store for something. And I see a few people there every so often, but it's not like it was back in the day where we're out all the time. Gas prices the way they are. It is coming down. I do not understand the difference between here and in Beckley. How you doing, Scott Powell? Belated happy birthday to you, I believe, uh, recently, and glad you're in here. Uh, the difference between the gas prices between here and Beckley is crazy. $3.59 at Kroger's yesterday. Got a little discount with my Kroger card, but over in Mount Hope, where my girlfriend lives, it's still like $3.99. And why that is, I don't know. It don't make sense to me. So if anybody knows why there's such a difference between gas price, and then you can go to O'Keel, Fayetteville, or somewhere, and it's back down sort of north toward our area. So I'm not sure why that is. So if anybody has an answer for that, I would love to understand that. It sounds like price gouging to me, but I could be wrong. And they may have different tax brackets, different counties, or different taxes on things in different counties. And oh, you're welcome, Scott. And we still plan on. I'm planning on doing these again. It's just gonna be during the week. Uh, then on Sunday nights like it used to be. Now that the world's open back up, people go back to church on Sundays. And I know the nights typically a church night, also on Wednesday night. So it's gonna probably be a Thursday night thing, more than likely, is the way I see, because Tuesday nights the Cascade Company does their live show at 8 o'clock, and so um, I think it's gonna be Thursday nights. But I'll let the world know, and we'll get going there again. Um, Say hello to us if you hadn't back there out there in the chat room. If you're just sitting back listening and watching. If you're brand new and you just come along and this caught your eye and none of us know who you are, come in here, introduce yourself. Uh, let's make a friendship across the country. Typically, I talk fishing, hunting, outdoors, camping. We talk sports, but tonight it's about Alzheimer's awareness, and we still have been talking a little sports, and we're still talking a little fishing. I've been out a few Saturdays, so take my kayak out, visit out on waters I haven't been to. I was at Summit Lake this past weekend. That is one of the most beautiful places in the world. If you've never been to Summit Lake, get out there on a kayak and just ease around that little place. It's beautiful. My goodness. I was just stunned by that. So, and and I'm sure a lot of people saw my post of that and some of the few pictures I put up earlier this past weekend when I went and caught a couple nice bass. I lost a bunch that I got hooked up on. I kept getting off. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I caught a couple 3 pounders. I got into the kayak, so that was fun. And so it's just not a trout lake, because that's what most people know that place for. Is for trout in the spring. And check us out. You can camp up there, and right down the road from Summit Lake is Cranberry Glades, Hill Creek Falls. There's several places that are just some of the most beautiful places in the world. So I recommend that. Go visit that if you've never been, and just need to get up there and go. So now, guys, if tonight we're talking about Alzheimer's awareness and how devastating this disease is, and we need and we walked in Alzheimer's and this and what this is about and why this works is that we get groups of teams all across the state, and I'm sure it's the same way in other states. And these teams do fundraising, they do bake sales and things like that. So one of the things that I'm going to do to help raise money is that the world. Y'all probably remember from before. I am a member of the Monster Bass family, and the Monster Bass Company is a subscription company where you receive a box or bag of baits every single month for about uh, 30 something, about $35 a month, somewhere in that neighborhood, and you get close to $50 to $60 worth of baits, and these are top brand baits, well-known baits, fish catching baits, or I wouldn't be part of it. I'm actually I was I guess a brand ambassador, so to speak, when I got in there earlier, and I think they do that a little bit differently now. But I've gotten so many boxes over the years through Monster Bass that I got a lot of baits that's piled up. I got duplicates. I got where some baits work really, really well. I would order them up in bulk after I found out how they work. And so I still had a ton of baits that were still in box, brand new, never been opened. And these are catch baits, man. A lot of crankbaits, from top water to square bills to crankbaits to you name it. Jerk baits, 110 size jerk baits that look just like mega bass jerk baits that for you get for about $8.50. Well, the mega bass jerk baits might cost you $35.40, which is ridiculous. And some of these it work just as well. And so those are in these bags. So what I've done is I'm going to show you here. I had decided, and we're going to send. You can see this. These are bags of baits that I have. I have extras of, and I've put them in these awesome bags, these zip up bags that are tough as nails. I mean, I use them like crazy. They get stomped on, and hooks don't even gouge this plastic heart. I mean, it will, but it takes a good bit of doing to get it to happen. This is a little Monster Bass bag that for a while our subscriptions come in each month. I'm going to be taking these over. My girlfriend's going to have them at her facility, and they're going to be bidding on these. We're going to start them out. This bag here is worth $61.75, and what I did, I put a little invoice in the bag where each bait cost and for each one the name of it, and so they can see these. And what don't move there, we might do some bidding wars here on my live channels for these. This one has $61.75 worth of baits in this bag. I got the prices from Monster Bass and Tackle Warehouse. Tackle Warehouse is probably the largest online or most successful online bait store. It's known all over the world in the fishing community. But that's what I'm doing in Monster Bass because of Monster Bass. Because people would ask me, "So what are you doing with all them baits?" And I started to wonder myself. I even take leftover extra baits that I have, and I do Christmas presents for my nephew, brother-in-law, and my friend Robert. That's close, very close to me. That and still had these left over, and I got another bag of these in hard baits, and I got another bag with soft plastics, big name soft plastics. It's $65 worth of soft plastics in one of these, and I still got tons more of hard baits to try to put together. So Monster Bass, that is run by a guy named Rick Patry. He, I hope I say that correct. I was saying Patry for a long time, but I think I heard him the other night say it's Patry. And he's the CEO and founder of Monster Bass. And I know that light's a little crazy, and I apologize for that. And Dennis, what's up, brother? That bait site is called monsterbass.com. It's awesome. When you sign up, they ask what region of the country you're from because they have pro fishermen, but they're guides. They're some of the top fishing guides in the country. And if they weren't a top fishing guide, they'd go hungry, if you know what I'm saying. And they live in sort of your area, so they select the baits that works best in your area that catch fish. And And this company also does some promotional boxes. Like I had a box that was nothing but Z-Man baits. We've had a Strike King box before. Lunker Hunt. The box is nothing but Lunker Hunt baits. But it's set for your area, for where you fish and the type of waters you fish. So it's called monsterbass.com. Check that out. It's also an awesome gift for your son, your daughter who like to fish. Anybody likes to fish. So. But it's called Monster Bass. And some months they come in these nice bags. And then in other months they'll come in a box that says Monster Bass on it. And when you open the box inside the bass, inside the box it's got fishing calendars, all that kind of stuff on it, how to work these baits. Also, in each one of these boxes, that comes with a pamphlet on with pros and these guides. And you can't be a guide and be successful at it. I mean, if you're not successful at taking people to catch fish, you're not going to be a guide. See some of the top guides in the country who signed on to work with Monster Bass. And it comes with a pamphlet. It's about 20 pages long on how to fish every single one of them baits. Comes in there. That comes in there. Also, there's no extra for that. The only thing you paying for is for the price of the baits. And then it gives you a nice discount on those too. So, and he also does free baits on called Monster Bass Friday. You just pay shipping. Use a code, and these are baits that come in the box. It's called Free Baits on Monster Bass, and then he does like bundled things on Mondays and different things. So it is a beautiful company. And this guy, the CEO of this company, let me tell you about this guy, because no CEO of any company is going to put themselves out there where people's got access to them. He does a live show for Monster Bass. It's the largest company in the world for doing this type of stuff, and he runs that live show. So every customer's got access to him on Thursday nights at 7 o'clock. I do not see anybody chewing his butt on his talk show. Now, if you got other companies, somebody's going, a CEO out there, they're going to get the butt chewed. Just the way it is. Somebody's not happy. I have never seen that happen with him. And he goes out and he does in the regions, he does big cookouts and stuff for people in those regions, and you come to meet him and stuff. He makes himself available. He's just an awesome guy. And he wanted to do something. He worked for another company that I won't say, and he wanted to do what he's doing now with that company. He thought it would be good. They didn't want to do it, and they told him to leave. So he left, and he wanted to leave anyway, and he started Monster Bass, and he's blowing that other company right out of the water with the way he does things. And it's because it's a lot about who he is too. So that's my little promotional thing tonight, other than Alzheimer's. But because of getting to know who Rick Patry is and the Monster Bass Company, I have all these extra baits. I now can do my part with help raising funds for Alzheimer's awareness, to walk in Alzheimer's, and because if you've seen the amount of baits I've got, you know that I'm not going to run out unless somebody just robs me blind. Then please don't do that. That would be very heartbreaking. But Dennis, thank you for being in here. And if you're watching, you're in here, you're watching, please say hello to us, so we can recognize you and thank you for coming in the chat room. But now, if we have some baits left over and that I send up there, we may do some bidding wars on here throughout the in the coming weeks to raise money. That will be and the way we'll do it is, I've already thought about this, is that if we bid and we're on a 2-hour show and we might do a 2-night thing, at the end of whoever has the highest bid will win the box. And what you'll do, instead of sending money to me, I'll see that you go and donate it at our team, and then I'll get your shipping address and send it to you. That's what we'll probably do. I got 3, maybe 4 bags that's heading to the dementia unit up there where my girlfriend runs in Oak Hill, and to try to raise some money with this. They're going to do some baking, things like that. It's going to be a big deal. It's going to be awesome. So, but I may have some stuff left over at what I don't send with her, and we'll do some stuff here to try to raise money. But yeah, that's how you'll pay for it. Is that you'll do a donation for the cost of the winning bid, and once I see that's that donation's been made and join our team, I'll send you out what you want. So awesome! I am very excited about doing something like that. And you know what? And I get a lot of stuff. John, I see John liked my thing, come in and said hello to Junior and all those. But I think it'll be fun to do that and raise money because I'm not gonna get on here and ever beg for money from anybody to help keep this so-called channel going. It goes because we want it to go. I get it here and I'll probably ramble on just like this if there was just one person here, and then it most likely would be my mother because she loves to follow these live shows. But um, and I'm glad I'm getting to do it again because what happened before was that we didn't have no staff to do all this direct care with people who needed it. So I was working in the office all day and then working 18 hours again at night, working 75 hours or more a week. And we just did, my girlfriend and we didn't have a life. And then that's why we left out of that. And now she's doing her thing. And now I work for an awesome company now called Public Partnerships. And if anybody out there, if you're listening, if you have a degree out there in human service field or have worked in this field type of field, and you're looking to do something different, and would like to possibly work from home and not have to go out too often with this, check it out. Get in touch with me through this, and I'll show you how to apply for work. We're always looking for really good people to help with. We contract with Medicaid to help these families that we do things for. See, dogs out there barking. I hope that ain't coming in too loud over the chat. But another fact here about dementia and Alzheimer's. I might have went over most of them. But it shows here that typically more women have Alzheimer's than men. Now, why that is, I don't know. If somebody has a reason for that, please bring that up in the chat room. If anybody knows why that is, most of our caregivers in the homes working with people with Alzheimer's are women. It's tough. It's a devastating, real devastating disease, and I can't explain it in any way that would reach the level of what people are going through, what Junior and his mother-in-law is going through, and how that affects the rest of the family. It's just awful. And I've known people who's had it, but they didn't have it at a level of what I hear about from my girlfriend on a daily basis, or I hear from other folks a lot, what they go through or what I read about. I can't imagine having a loved one like your mother or someone look you dead in the face and tell you that I hate you, even though you know that they don't know what they're saying. They have no idea because they don't know who you are. It still hurts. That's your mother. That's your mom telling you that. The person who protected you your whole life. It's just, it's crazy. And mom, there could be a bear out there with sugar barking. So, and I'm sure y'all can hear that. Maybe she'll settle down here in just a second. But we do have a bear that comes through here a lot up here where I'm at in the Lewisburg area now, and that's common though anymore. If you've got some good bear stories coming around your house, please do tell. Some of them can be quite funny. And bears can be fun to watch, but don't mess with them. They're dangerous in that way too. But I keep a little camera up out there so I can catch pictures of it. And if y'all hold on just 1 second, let me go take a peek real quick because she's not stopping. Oh, wait a minute, maybe she did. Okay, let me go check on her. You know what, Dennis? I appreciate you putting that on there because that does make sense. And because they talk about the shrinkage of the cerebral cortex that causes the ventricles in the brain to widen and get larger. And then that's the, but why is the cerebral cortex shrinking? You know, that could be many of things. Who knows? But let me check real quick and make sure that I do not have a bear varmint out there. Hold on just a second. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I appreciate um, y'all hanging in there and waiting for me to get back. I think oh yeah, they're good with the trash. That's for sure, Scott. But I think she wanted my attention, and because she was looking around the corner waiting for me to come out. So well, I'll go hang out with her here in just a little bit. Like I said just a little while ago, if you're in the chat room, you ain't said hello to us yet. Uh, please jump in there and say hello so we can say hello back to you. If you're brand new and don't and never been here before, come on our live stream before and come in and say hi, introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, man. That's cool. I love that part about this and getting to know folks. You know, I used to stream every week, and then work got in the way, but I'm gonna bring it back up and probably start doing. What's up, John? Appreciate it. I probably start doing Thursday nights. We'll see, but we're gonna start doing this again. Wintertime's coming up. It's a good time to do this. And the thing about seeing, I'm seeing a little more action now. It's starting to get dark. You know, I probably should have started this maybe a little later in the evening since it's still the days are still fairly long. They're getting shorter, but we're gonna start doing this again, and we talk a lot about different things. But of course, you know, I love to talk about fishing and hunting and camping and the outdoors and new places that I've been and maybe places that y'all could recommend to go. It's just fun in here. We got some great people that come in here and chat it up. And of course, I'd love to have more people in here at a time and really have some big time conversations. But our main theme, you know, this evening is the Alzheimer's awareness, and that link at if you just come in the channel, that link at the bottom of the page is a link to our walking team for the Alzheimer's walk to end Alzheimer's for that coming up on the 17th September in Mount Hope, and and then you can go to our page and join our team, and if you can't walk, that's okay. We understand that too. And we also have a donation button there if you feel like in your heart that you wanna donate to the cause. Was that, you know, to keep researching and trying to find a cure, it takes money, and it does. I mean, it's no other ways about it. It does take money. So come check out our team at Mary's Gardens. You can copy and paste that link. I don't know if it's a link that you can click on in the chat room, because I don't. It probably looks a little different on your end, maybe. But come check us out. And what Mary's Gardens is, if you're new in the chat room, Mary's Gardens is a dementia unit at a skilled nursing facility in Oak Hill through Genesis Healthcare at Hidden Valley Center. And they're a 24-bed facility for dementia people only, and at a very high level of dementia that I haven't experienced. And my girlfriend Stephanie is the program director there, and so I'm helping her. That she's the captain of our Mary's Gardens team. Um, I know in my area that it's probably not known, but in the Oak Hill, Fayetteville, Beckley area, a lot of people knows about Mary's Gardens and knows the wonderful work that they do there for people with dementia and taking care of folks. Because families feel a lot better when they know that they can put their loved one somewhere that they're gonna be taken care of. And I can promise you, and I know that people's gonna say, well, you'd say anything good about your woman, but one of the reasons I was drawn near to her is her determination, her drive and passion to make sure things are done the right way and done, for folks, and that's what drew me to the person, and and it's been awesome ever since. But check us out. Click that link here. Come join our team. Come walk with us. We're a fun bunch when we get out there together, and it's let's walk in this Alzheimer's craziness because it's just terrible. It's devastating, and I hear a lot of stories now about it. It's even Hoppy Kirchwell did a whole segment on it, and people are talking about it now across the state of West Virginia on Metro News. It's a huge deal, and but we need money. We need money to help fund it. And I know people are like, well, a lot of us poor don't have any money. I get that. I know exactly what you mean, and so but I give what I can, and but that's if you can, if you can give $1, that dollar that's adding more to the research. If you can give whatever you feel like you may be able to give, nobody's expecting you to give, but if you want to, click on that link right there, hit the donate button, and come walk with us if you can. That would be awesome. It would be awesome. I'd love to have about 10 or 15 of us on that team walking. That would be great. And I'm hoping that a lot of the folks there at her facility come on in and join it also. They should. That they should do that. And I will push for that too. Be looking at future shows that I'm going to post some bait bundles out there for all you fishermen. If it's something that you think that you might like, we're going to bid on that, and that'll go toward raising money for Alzheimer's awareness. And the way that'll work, if you're new in the chat room, we're going to bid things like these bags here with baits in. There's like $61 worth of baits in here, and these are all good fish catchers. And the way it'll work is that you won't send me a dime. You'll hit that donate button there on that right here. Let me bring this back up. We're going to share it to the stream. You'll hit that donate button right there where you see my cursor at, and you will donate the amount of the bid, the winning bid. And as soon as I see the bid that your donation shows up there, we will get that out in the mail to you. So that sounds like a lot of fun to me, and that way I'm honest about it. And a lot of people know me that I wouldn't cheat on Alzheimer's because that's not me. But if you don't know me, you might be thinking, yeah, okay, I'll probably never see those baits. You will get them, and you'll know you're donating to a good cause for that. So, and I was trying to figure out a way. We was talking about, imagine if you did big yard sales and the sign says all proceeds go to Alzheimer's awareness and research. You probably do well, and help with that. But that's just thoughts for fundraisers. We're going to have baked goods, all that stuff. We're going to try to do the best we can to help out. So if you want to come join us, I mean, I think it'll be a lot of fun. So I know that right around the corner it's gonna be hunting season. I'm getting burnt out. I hear where I live, there's just a million deer everywhere, and they're almost like pets. And so I want to go somewhere where you still got to be quiet and when you walk in the woods because they will run off. I'm looking forward to that. And I know that sounds funny, but where I'm at, there's just so many of them. I'm afraid I'm gonna hit another one with my truck again. And Lord, I hope I don't do that. So yeah, looking forward to hunting season. I know dove season's coming up probably right around here in 1st September. For all the ones that like the shotgun sports, that's people like, well, you got to shoot about 100 of them to eat, but when you do, they're pretty good. At what do they call it, Schwab, something like that. They're actually really good, especially smothered up barbecue and cooked. I think so anyway. All right, guys, we got some people up here in the chat room. If you are sitting back here listening, come say hello to us so we can say hello back to you and maybe get to know if you're new to the chat room, you never come to one of my shows before. Come in, let's meet you. Let's be friends with everybody. And as you see, we're talking about Alzheimer's awareness tonight and other forms of dementia. I don't know how to describe it. Really, I don't. Buddy Junior in there has talked about a loved one of theirs. What they go through, but I don't know. Because I haven't. I've met people with Alzheimer's and dementia, and it's crazy. When I was talking about how I mowed a grass for a lady, and I would walk up, say, I'm here to mow your grass. She's like, well, what happened to the other guy? And it should be, and I'm standing right there, but, I would just tell her, hey, um, he had to take a break for a little bit, so I'm helping him out. She said, oh, okay, well, how nice is that? And then when I'm done mowing, she's bringing me out a sandwich and a drink and knows my name, and knows who I am. And then after 8 or whatever, and she's like, well, what's your name? I mean, I've seen that level, and God rest her soul. She is. Thank you there, Scott, and I understand about it. Ready for supper. Uh, thanks for coming in here, Scott. We're gonna be doing this every week, so come on, hang out with us, and we can swap fishing stories. And I know that you catch a lot more of them than I do, but I like getting out there, But anyway, God rest her soul, but it finally took her life. She lived up to the 90s. She was tough. It's just that her mind was going long before that. So come join our team. I see some people's come in and they've hit like and stuff. They didn't say hello. You know what, Scotty? I appreciate that, and I appreciate your brother coming in on here and coming in and hanging out with us. It's been too long. I know it's been a crazy way we've bounced around, but you're always my brother, and I appreciate you. And I see where I see some people's come in and hit the like and love button, and they didn't say hello, but yeah, every one of us, Scotty, has known somebody, and had loved ones suffer, and or know someone who's had a rough time with that. So, and like I've been saying all night, it takes money, and for research and to be able to help find a cure. And this is not going to be an overnight thing, and it's going to be a while. And maybe not before my lifetime, but I hope so. I'd love to see them come out one day with some preventative measures and maybe some types of treatment to help with brain functioning and help bring back cognitive levels of people. It's just it's so tough. It's hard, and but click on that link and come join our team. Come walk with us in Mount Hope on the 17th of September. I'll be getting the address and everything from where that's at, and when that is, and when we got to be there, sign up when we walk. So come join us. And if you feel like in your heart you want to donate a little bit, just come to that page right there. It says Mary Gardens and donate to our team. It goes to one of the most awesome causes there is. And I seen where I wanted to shout out to Ethel Reinhardt for liking Reinhold, excuse me, for liking this live stream, and Emmy Heaton. Been a long time. Uh, Thank you for liking. If you're still in here, I appreciate that. Showing up to the live stream. Good people, and yeah, it's a tough world now. We're gonna be doing this, and I may jump on here again tomorrow evening. So if you see me live and hanging out, come jump in here again, and I may have some more stuff on Alzheimer's and things. But we've been doing this now for about an hour and a half, and been on here quite a while. So and people will be getting ready to go to bed soon, and like Scott Powell said, his supper's ready. So people need to eat, and so we're going to get ready to jump off here in just a minute. And if Junior, you're still in here, that my brother there, Scotty Riggins, he's a big Steelers fan too, and he goes up to a lot of games. Um, Preseason. If Scotty, if you're still in here, you've been to a preseason game yet? They go, and I always got to give the Steelers fans a little bit of a hard time because now it looks like I got a competitive team, my Bengals, so I can have a legitimate beef when we talk about, and not be talking junk and knowing in my heart the whole time that we're getting ready to get the snot beat out of us. So it's going to be a little different now. But anyway, a lot of Steeler fans. My goodness. Even my mother's a Steeler fan. Troy Polamalu, how do you say that, was her favorite player, if I remember. I think it was that long hair she liked. Anyway. But as we wrap up, just just remember that, Alzheimer's is, oh, that's right. That's right. I knew you was going to go through that at some time. So you had a whole hip replacement. Wow. So how is the recovery going well? Hope so. I know that's got to be tough. I know you so used to being on the go all the time. Let me know how you're doing with that. Prayers out to you. That sounds like a tough surgery. So, but I'm sure that you're going to end up feeling a whole lot better with that. So, but just to, something happened with my camera. I don't know if y'all can still hear me, but we're getting ready to start back up. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but my camera got shut off for some reason. So, but we'll talk to you guys maybe tomorrow evening, sometime soon, early next week. But if you can hear me, I appreciate everybody came in, people listening to me and about Alzheimer awareness. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Love all you guys. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it.